Georgia won the toss. They defer. So Arkansas will get the football first, and we do know who their quarterback will be. So Georgia, ranked 4th in the country, will kick it away. And that one will sail through the back of the end zone. And the Arkansas offense, under the direction of former Florida Gator Felipe Franks, who had a nice run of things in Gainesville, was the first freshman quarterback to start in Gainesville down at the Swamp since 1988.
And not many times in this league you can get a guy to transfer who has experience in this league. Felipe Franks has done it, and he's in a new system. See how he reacts today.
5th-year senior out of Crawfordsville, Florida. First play, a little screen that is read beautifully by the Bulldogs. They went to Rakeem Boyd. Now in his 3rd year as the Arkansas tailback, hit by Monty Rice, the Bulldogs' leading tackler from a year ago.
One thing you see already in this new Kendall Browse, the new offensive coordinator for Arkansas, they want to go fast, use this tempo.
That ball's batted in the air and knocked back down to the turf. That's Malik Herring, a guy they are certainly high on, a guy that has some of that NFL potential, as many of these Georgia defensive players do. The Bulldogs coming back from a season in which they led the country in points allowed.
And one thing you're always taught, the defensive lineman, you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. Herring did a good job of not being able to get there and getting a big paw on it and knock it down and forcing his 3rd long.
3rd down and 11 for Arkansas. Franks out of that shotgun. Pocket collapses. He will show some of that mobility, and he will be shy of the line to gain, knocked out of bounds around the 31-yard line, hit by Jermaine Johnson there. And who will be the guy? We actually have a penalty back at the other side, so false start against Arkansas, so we'll have to wait another minute.
Well, if you look at the trying to glance across the field to see if we can get a glimpse of who's about to run it onto the field, and I got a good idea of who it is. We'll wait just 1 minute to see. It looks like DeJuan Mathis is the head of that huddle. It looks like he'll be getting a start today for the Bulldogs.
I think it's going to be illegal motion, so Georgia has the opportunity here to accept or decline. And our referee, Lee Hedrick, today. So Georgia will have the football at the 34-yard line, and it will be DeJuan Mathis, 6'6", 205-pounder. What a story. The redshirt freshman out of Oak Park decides that he's going to hang in there after having brain surgery. So that'll back Georgia up. They'll be looking at a 2nd down and 18 again. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Mathis, time to throw over the middle. Pass is caught around the 38-yard line. That is John Fitzpatrick, one of their 2 tight ends today.
And look at the patience inside the pocket here. You can say he's a fundamentally sound quarterback that delivers a strike right over the ball to get some of that yard back here to make it a manageable 3rd down.
So James Cook in at running back. Pass is caught for a 1st down over the 45 to the 47-yard line. A nice grab there from last year's big play man, George Pickens, who led the team with 49 catches, a gain of 9.
And you love the release. You love the way he's even getting pulled, and he fights back to the football and uses his hands to reach out and grab that football for a big 3rd down conversion.
Dogs were at 2nd and 18, and they convert. 1st down now. Mathis goes under center. Will throw on the run. Trying to come near side to the freshman Jermaine Burton, but good pressure coming from Arkansas. 2nd down. Mathis will keep it himself and will scoot into Arkansas territory around the 47-yard line. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and a manageable distance. To dial up something here as the Bulldogs stare at a 3rd down and 9. Bringing some pressure off the edge. Mathis sees it, dodges it, coming near side. Tucks it and will be hit big time around the 47-yard line. Knocked out of bounds. He'll pop up. But the Hogs flying to the football.
Watched his hit on the sideline by Bumper Poole. Juwan Mathis was learned early in this league. He has to get out of bounds because Bumper Pool, one of the more versatile players on their defense, lays the wood to Juwan Mathis.
But the Dogs will go for it now on 4th down and 4. Sam Pittman will take a timeout. Empty set now for Felipe Franks. 4-man rush for Georgia. Over the middle, pass is caught. Some nifty footwork from Warren. Shakes a couple of defenders and gets it into Georgia territory at the 44-yard line. 1st down and 10 Arkansas, a 28-yard pickup. Burks comes in motion across the formation. Franks coming near side, will loft it up in the air and has his man. Burks stays in bounds. Touchdown, Arkansas. 49 yards.
I mentioned it. There's nothing that you can put on Felipe Franks that he hasn't seen. And let's just watch here. Does he step on the outline here? Oh, he does a good job of staying in bounds. And it looks like Richard LeCounte just lost it when Felipe Franks got outside the pocket. And look at the pinpoint accuracy there by Felipe Franks, dropping it down on Burks. Talking about him being a big-time playmaker in this offense. Coach Pittman talked about his positive things, seeing it, but got to make it happen.
That handoff goes to James Cook. Of course, no DeAndre Swift, almost 3,000 career yards. No Brian Herrien, who had over 1,400 career yards. But Zamir White, James Cook are the two guys that will take over that run game, and they are super talented. As Mathis, his throw is almost picked off. It went right through the hands of Simeon Blair.
Yeah, and they were late getting lined up to it, and Blair ran right to the route and had a chance to get an interception there. That's one he probably wished he had back. A big 3rd down here for Georgia. Big 3rd down here.
Mathis flushed again. Boy, as he got some long strides, avoids trouble, and he will be out of bounds a yard shy.
Oh, Dave, I think he had an opportunity to get that 1st down and went out a little bit early.
Obviously needed to get it to the 35-yard line, and he's a yard shy.
And look at this. Nobody's in front of him. He's got a blocker there. He's got at least another couple yards to pick up that 1st down.
I wonder if it was the hit by Bumper Pool.
It could absolutely. I guarantee you, when he went to that sideline, Kirby Smart told him, let's not take some of those hits and let's get out of bounds. But that's an opportunity there where your team needs a 1st down, and he had a chance to pick it up. Nothing like game speed.
Nothing like facing this Georgia defense. And that one is dropped. It wasn't going to be for much, even if it was caught by Boyd. 2nd down and a dozen. Trying to set up that screen underneath. Pass is caught there by Kenny McIntosh, a sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale. They'll be shy of the midfield stripe, so another long 3rd down. Hogs bringing 4. Mathis, plenty of time to throw. Flushed and will throw on the run. That one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Matt Landers. And this Arkansas defense holds up again. Pass is picked off. Richard LeCounte dropped around the 15-yard line. He led the team with 4 picks a year ago, comes up with number 1 of 2020, and the Dogs are in business.
LeCounte has been a ball hawk since he's been at the University of Georgia, but watch the feet of Franks. Watch how he gets a little uncomfortable inside and just try to throw off that back foot and gets inaccurate and overthrows it and leads to the interception. If he stands in there and just throws this football right on target, he has a completion. But a little antsy in the pocket, forcing that. And we just talked about the hits on him that he's starting to accumulate here in this 1st quarter.
See if they go this way. Mathis looking left. Will throw left, and that one is picked off. Monteric Brown with the interception, and Arkansas denies Georgia.
Yeah, Barry Odom calls Monteric Brown their best player on the back end. makes a huge play. An errant throw by DeJuan Mathis, way behind the receiver Burton here. As you can see here, just not even close to Burton on the back end, and Brown makes him pay. What a big drive. What a big stop for Arkansas. Not only not give up any points, they forced Georgia to turn the football over.
Burks comes in motion. Line up in the slot on the near side. Bad snap. Franks fields it though. Shows some of that baseball skill set. Throws it away. Franks, by the way, originally committed to LSU. He was wanted to play baseball and football.
So that's why the run game hasn't been as successful.
3rd down and 8. Going up top into double coverage, and that one is incomplete.
Drives where he hasn't been himself.
68 yards of penalties for Georgia, only 54 yards of offense. Mathis slings it near side. Pass is caught by Pickens. He spins for the first down around the 45 of Arkansas. That was 111th in the FBS. 4-man rush. Mathis going for it all. Looking for George Pickens. He catches it, but out of bounds.
Well thrown football. Even better coverage on the outside. Just a little bit too far as Pickens was tracking it. And you can see here, right as he catches the football, that left foot is on the line. But a well-thrown deep ball just leaks him just a little bit too far right.
James Cook slides to his right on the near hash. 4-man rush. Low throw, and that one is incomplete. And the Dogs will have to punt it away again.
You're right about that.
And Rakeem Boyd will power his way close to the 5. Oh, there's just no room for Boyd between those tackles. Every yard he gets, he is earning it.
I mean, you look up front for Georgia, 99 Jordan Davis, 6'6", 330. You got some beef up front for the Bulldog, number 92 Julian Rochester, 6'5", 300. You got some girth up front for the Bulldogs, and running right in the middle, it's going to be tough.
Arkansas may just let this clock wind down. They want to shorten this game as much as they possibly can. And that's what they'll do. They'll just and the quarter will end. And you couldn't have asked for a better start for Arkansas. They came in 4 touchdown underdogs, but after 15 minutes of play, they're up a touchdown here in the debut of Sam Pittman as the Hawks head coach. 7-0 Hawks. Motion, he'll line up in the backfield, dipsy-do around Rakeem Boyd. They'll fake it that way, and they'll go to the tight end, Blake Kern, who will have the first down right around the 14-yard line. So, nice play called by the Hawks.
And he comes from that backside, get everybody sucked inside with the play action, and he just sneaks right on out, and he does a good job of pitch and catch, and now you move the chain. Love the play call there from Kendall Brown.
Little reverse. That's not going to work well. Hammonds loses it in the end zone. Does that go out of the back of the end zone for a safety? Yes, it will be. The Dogs weren't biting on that one.
Arkansas got a little cute there, tried to double reverse, but Georgia did such a good job of staying at home. The backside stays at home right here. And you can see here, Mark Webb stays home on the backside, and you see him, he loses the football there. Azeez Ojulari is there to pick up the slack as well. But Georgia stays at home and causes a big play.
And kind of fortunate, really. He lost that football. Fortunate that it's a safety and not a Georgia touchdown.
He plays for the Giants now. Isaiah Wilson, who's with the Titans. Solomon Kendall. Cade Mays, who's over at Tennessee now. So a lot of talent gone from that Georgia offensive line.
This will be taken by Kenny McIntosh. Full head of steam. McIntosh to midfield, hurdles a man and dropped around the 45. So nice return by McIntosh. Will set up Georgia with a short field. Single setback under center. Play action to him. Mathis stutter steps. Throws it. And the pass is incomplete. Bobbled on that far sideline by Kearis Jackson. Mathis. They will, and he has it, and then some. He will get it down to the 31. A gain of 4 for the quarterback.
James Cook back there. He looks a little bit different than Zamir White right now.
Little shoulder fake. Mathis under pressure. Throws it up in the air.
Oh, there's nobody over there.
Was he outside the tackle box, and an injured Arkansas player in the process. Third down and 4. High snap. Mathis in trouble, and he will be dropped back around the 42-yard line. Dorian Gerald, who only played 20 snaps last year as he got hurt in the opener and missed the rest of the season, comes up with a big play, and Georgia now will have to punt it away.
Yeah, a little lack of concentration here from DeJuan Mathis. Perfect snap, hit him right in the hands. And when that football is on the ground, the 50th senior Dorian Gerald finds his way to the quarterback. And just unfortunate for Georgia, once again in Arkansas territory, and not able to come away with anything.
Quick hitter out to Rakeem Boyd. He is chased down in a hurry, gets it to the 25. We were just talking moments ago in the break. Would we see a change at quarterback to try to kickstart this offense? And what about JT Daniels? Well, I think we got our answer. JT not ready to play yet. So Stetson Bennett getting the call. Flags are down. Handoff goes to James Cook. DJ, your thoughts on this change-up, and really the fact that JT Daniels isn't coming in. Obviously injured at USC and still not cleared according to Kirby Smart.
Yeah, this was exactly the question I asked Kirby yesterday when we talked to him about how short was the leash for his quarterback. And he told me, hey, the guy who earns this job is the guy, but the way you come out and you start this ball game, DeJuan just hasn't seemed comfortable. He hasn't been in the mix. He's had a couple drop snaps. He just hasn't been the consistent enough player they need at the quarterback position right now. Stetson Bennett, who's been around for 2 or 3 years now, maybe he's the guy that can get him moving in the right direction.
Bennett, 5'11", 190 junior. That pass is caught by George Pickens. He spins, and he'll pick up some yardage out over the 40 to the 42. Now, Stetson Bennett, interesting story, started at Georgia back in 2017, redshirted there, but then decided to transfer. He wanted to play some football, so he went to junior college, and then all of a sudden comes back and is back with the Georgia Bulldogs and played last year in 5 games, and now getting some action here in week 1.
Yeah, he's got the nickname the mailman, so they say he delivers. We'll see if he can deliver for Georgia here in this drive.
Second down and 7. Quick hitter to Kearis Jackson, and he'll have the first down at the 47-yard line of Arkansas.
And you can see the calmness already in the pocket already. I mean, just nice, easy completions to get him going, and Georgia's offense is moving right now.
Todd Monken going quick on this series after that first down, and they'll hit Jackson again. The redshirt sophomore will scoot all the way inside the 40 to the 39. Here is Todd Monken, Georgia's new offensive coordinator after spending some time in the NFL. His last stop was with the Cleveland Browns, also a head coach at Southern Miss. A couple of yards. Georgia, look at that number, just 1 of 8 on third downs. Last year, they were 41%. This one's batted in the air, bobbled by Demetrius Robertson, and that one will go incomplete. Let's see what Kirby wants to do here, kind of in that no man's land territory, and he'll bring in some wide receivers, including George Pickens. Looks like they're going to go for it.
See the replay there, and Robinson wide open, but another 4th down play in this ball game. Georgia's 1 for 1 right now on 4th down. Now, a lot of movement running the football. We'll see if they decide to throw it or run it. I expect this ball possibly be in the air.
Little play fake. Bennett on the run. Being chased. He'll have the first down. Grant Morgan just couldn't catch up in time.
And absolutely love the call here. Get the quarterback on the run, get him moving, and it looks like everything is covered. Nothing there. You only need 3 or 4 yards. Stetson Bennett used his leg to pick up the much-needed first down.
Toss it near side to Cook. We'll get a couple of yards, and with that, let's get an update from Dari. Zamir White in the backfield. They'll run him, and he falls forward inside the 25, and he's going to be shy. So Georgia looking at another fourth down at about a yard.
I mean, just talked about it. How tough is it right now for Georgia to run the football? They try to rush the football right up the middle where their strength is usually, but right now it is tough sledding running the football against this Arkansas front.
Yeah, Grant Morgan, the middle linebacker, came up to make that play. He's got 7 tackles already here in the first half, the 5th-year senior. Hasn't missed a game in 3 years. So here we go, 4th down and 1 for the Dogs.
Look how far off they're playing on Pickens.
Handed off to Zamir White, and I don't think he got it. The Hogs with a stop, and they will have the football. Reynolds Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon where the Hogs lead it by 5 as Franks will zip that one out of bounds and bring up a 2nd down and 10. Just really, I mean, nobody saw this coming. Again, I go back, Georgia came into this one as a 4-touchdown favorite, but so many unknowns that it was kind of hard to put your finger on this.
And you just don't know how guys are going to respond. A lot of guys playing in some new spots for both teams, and you don't know till you get in the live game action how they're going to respond.
Well, right through the hands on a high throw. Kearis Jackson is the intended receiver.
Arkansas has to put together some first downs.
4-man rush. Felipe Franks to Kendall Milton, and he will be to the 30-yard line. You know, Georgia looked like they were in business when they got Jamie Newman from Wake Forest to transfer because he were trying to replace Jake Fromm, who for 3 years ran this offense, led him to a national championship game appearance. And then Newman came, and so many people felt like he was the ingredient that would send Georgia back into the national championship picture. But then he opted out back in early September, and then the game started to really play, was who would be the quarterback. It started with DeJuan Mathis today, but he has been relieved at quarterback by Stetson Bennett, who came in his last possession for the Bulldogs. No JT Daniels, and again, we don't have the official word, but as of last night when we spoke with Kirby Smart, he said that JT still hadn't been officially cleared to play, so take what you want with that bit of information. Bennett coming near side, and that one almost picked off. He was trying to hit Pickens down the near sideline. Good coverage over there by Buster Brown, who already has an interception today. Yeah,
and Pickens right here has to play defense. This ball is left inside, and Montague Brown does a good job of almost coming down with it, but Pickens had to play the defensive back roll on that one so that it wasn't intercepted.
Bennett will keep it himself. Couple good blocks up front. He'll dive for the 30-yard line, and he'll cross it. That'll be a first down. All day to throw. Strong throw over the middle, maybe too long. Well read on the back end by Jalen Catalon, and he knocks that one to the turf. It'll be 2nd down.
And Dave, you mentioned it. He looked at it too long. He is staring down the middle of the field, and Catalon was breaking on this football before Stetson Bennett let it go. It's a good job of reading the eyes of the quarterback by Catalon on that back end. And here we go. 2nd and long. 2nd time on this possession. Georgia hasn't been good on first down.
2nd down and 10. James Cook in at running back. Pressure comes. Bennett avoids the pressure, but it's finally dropped around the 24-yard line. Got himself an opportunity to get rid of the football and didn't do it.
Absolutely, and this is what not playing enough football in live action gets you. He has to understand, I got to throw this football away, but he's played tons of football in the JUCO level, but he understands if he gets outside the pocket, you cannot take this kind of lost yardage play. And that's the 5th pressure that Arkansas has on the Georgia quarterback today. You got to find a way to throw it out the way.
Dorian Gerald, along with Bumper Poole, will get credit defensively. So 3rd down, they'll try to set up a little screen, and it hit the lineman in the back. It hit Ben Cleveland in the back, And now it's 4th down, and Arkansas's defense does it again.
There's just no continuity right now on Georgia's offense right now. Trying to set up a screen, you throw it into the back of your lineman. It just looks like Georgia's just out of sync right now on the offensive side of the ball. And usually they can hang their hat on running the football, but today, the inability to run the football, not being able to throw the football down the field. Arkansas, give their defense and Barry Odom a lot of credit today with their game plan. They have Georgia's offense stifled for a little bit.
I mean, it's 3 penalty yards. Georgia has a total of 118 yards of offense. Felipe Franks directed traffic, buys some time. Little throwback caught at the 40-yard line by Burks.
What a play by Felipe Franks. Gets outside the pocket and directs it and then shoots it to Burks on the outside. I mean, that's a veteran play. That's a guy who's played a lot of football in this league.
1st down and 10. Little fake. That one, should have been picked off. That hit Monty Rice right in the hands. Pressure came from Devontae Wyatt. Put the hit on Felipe, who is grimacing a little bit in pain after that lick.
And that's the same play he threw the interception off of. They trying to sneak that tight end right behind the linebackers off the play action.
And they're going to bring in KJ Jefferson as Frank's going to take a little bit of a breather right here. KJ Jefferson, the redshirt freshman, super talented young man, was actually offered a scholarship from the University of Georgia coming out of high school.
Big run game with KJ in the ball game.
KJ trying to spin out of trouble. He'll pick up a couple of yards, but this is what happened to Franks a moment ago.
Yeah, after he released his football, watch the hit by Wyatt right into the chest. I've been hit like that a few times, Dave. It does not feel good.
No, nobody hits you like that.
As much as I tried to get away, there were times where a couple guys got me. Playing in a real game where guys are struggling.
They'll hand it off. Smith tripped up.
Watch Franks here trying to act like he's not even looking at the snap. Watch him looking to the sideline. And here comes the snap, trying to catch Georgia napping just a tad right here. And you saw the little finger tap to him to snap it. It almost caught Georgia there. Good play by Nakobe Dean. Well, that could have been an even bigger play. Positive 1st down play to get yourself going.
Well, they will use Stetson Bennett to run this 1-minute offense. Pass is caught there by Kearis Jackson. No timeouts for Georgia. So they'll have to hurry up after that 6-yard pickup. Bennett over the middle. Pass is caught. You're looking at the Big O, Darnell Washington, the true freshman from Las Vegas. One of the highest rated recruits coming to Georgia this year.
I don't think many guys want to hit him. 6'7", 260 pounds from the tight end spot.
Bennett underneath, right through the hands of James Cook. That'll stop the clock with 23 seconds.
And watch Stetson Bennett step into this football and lots of zone area here. Middle of the field is wide open as Arkansas concedes the yardage underneath. Don't want to give up the big play here. But Stetson Bennett has been efficient here to start this 2-minute drive.
Ball sits at the Arkansas 48-yard line. McIntosh in the game to the left of Stetson Bennett. Bennett steps up wide open over the middle. There's Demetrius Robertson, and he is hit and dropped at the 30-yard line.
Middle of the field wide open right now. Arkansas is playing that cloud coverage, so they're giving everything in the middle of the field. And Georgia, with no timeouts, forced to.
Boy, some Arkansas defenders pushing each other. Eric Gregory and Julius Coates in the middle of that defense after that snap started pushing each other.
Yeah. And here's the situation. You got 12 seconds. You got no timeouts. And Georgia has been attacking the middle of the field. Now, if you don't get a 1st down, that clock's going to keep running. Look for Georgia to try to hit something towards the sideline where they can get out of bounds.
12 seconds and no timeouts. McIntosh still in the game. 4-man rush. Pass is caught by Robertson, and he'll step out of bounds at the 26-yard line with 8 seconds left. So maybe you get another one and then try to kick it away.
Yeah, 6 seconds is around that range where you think you got to kick the football, you don't have enough time. So you're right outside that range where you can probably get one more play, but it has to be to the sideline. Anything thrown in the middle of the field, that clock's going to run out.
One other thing to keep an eye on, Georgia certainly does not have the services of Hot Rod as their kicker. Rodrigo Blankenship now in the NFL. Come near side again to Robertson, and he'll get it to the 21. So who will attempt this field goal for the Bulldogs?
Georgia's able to get points here. They do get the football coming out in the second half. They have something to build on going into halftime.
Jack Podlesny will come in to attempt this field goal for the Bulldogs. The walk-on who didn't play last year was redshirted back in 2018. They will spot it at the 28-yard line.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
Just inside the near hash mark, a 38-yard attempt. Podlesny has not attempted a collegiate kick. And there is another whistle. And he hit the upright. He doinked it off the upright, but Sam Pittman called a timeout.
Sam was down back.
This will be
Sam's
a 30-second
like, no, I didn't call it. I didn't call it.
Right. It wasn't me. It was not me. Well, we'll find out right here from 38. This one on the way, and it is good. His first career field goal splits the uprights to end the first half, but Arkansas has the advantage after 30 minutes of football. And if you saw this coming, well, I want to go to Las Vegas with you.
Not sure anybody saw this coming. 7-5 here.
Georgia held to just 5 points in Arkansas with the touchdown, leaded by a pair here in Fayetteville. Time for us to get it to the studio. Dari, take it away. Well, Stetson Bennett came in relief and really led Georgia on their best offensive possession. Got him in field goal range in a 1-minute drill. What are your thoughts about him coming in relief of Juwan Mathis?
I thought he gave some consistency to this offense. He allowed them to throw the football down the field and actually get some first down. So Stetson Bennett gave him a really good finish to that quarter.
Georgia will get the football first, and they will get it at the 25-yard line. They were 1 out of 12, and they convert here to start the third quarter. Good tough run from Zamir White. Free play here for the Dogs. Bennett sees it, feels it, airs it out, trying to hit George Pickens, and that'll be incomplete. I've noticed Georgia going with a 2 tight end look here on this first drive. Try to get a little more meat out there on the field.
Side on the defense, number 13. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Yeah, Dave, by bringing in those 2 tight ends, you're saying point blank, we're going to run the football, and you're going to have to stop it. And we saw 3 straight plays to run it, and Arkansas jumps off sides when you try to throw it and hopefully get a big play. But the emphasis, I believe, in this third quarter is Georgia establishing that run game again.
Quick throw, pass is caught, and a broken tackle and a loose football. Scooped up by Arkansas, and they will have it around midfield. James Cook couldn't hold on to the pigskin, and the Hogs have it.
Wow, that first turnover to have hurts you really bad.
Here's Franks. He'll keep it, dive forward, and have the first down at the 40-yard line. You know, Franks was late coming out of the locker room here to start the second half. Georgia got the football first, so he had a few extra minutes, but he got walloped on a hit late in that first half.
Yeah, had to come out and play, end up going back, but you can see they're going to the edges of this Georgia defense right now with 2 back-to-back plays on the perimeter, putting a lot of stress on them.
Franks gets it to Boyd. He's trying to turn the corner. Well played on the outside by Nakobe Dean, the sophomore linebacker who can really fly. Second down and 4 after that 6-yard pickup. Burks comes in motion near side. And Franks will keep it, tuck it, and he'll fall forward, maybe a yard on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.5. Ojulari making that tackle for the Bulldogs. Pass is caught by Mike Woods. First down at the 22-yard line. Boy, nice pickup by Rakeem Boyd in the backfield to give Franks a little bit of time to throw that.
Yeah.
2nd down. Franks over the middle. Pass caught by Woods again. Boy, what a grab over the middle. Lewis was all over him, but he held on to the football.
No fear going over the middle, but I love the throw by here by Felipe Franks. This is a confident throw from a guy who's feeling in rhythm. He lets that football go.
Franks nowhere to go. Georgia had that one well read. He was trying to hit Hudson Henry, the tight end, but he was covered up. The field. Trey Knox now in motion. Franks has to get rid of it in a hurry. And they will hit Trey Knox, and he is inside the 5 down to the 3, so 3rd and goal.
You see Trey Knox down here at the bottom, big 6'5" receiver.
Franks tied up and drops. Back at the 8-yard line as that pocket just collapsed. It looked as though Arkansas was a little unsure of what they were doing offensively. Rochester, who's coming off a knee injury, along with Nolan Smith, the 2 Bulldogs there for the sack.
And that's the thing, down here in the end zone, everything condenses. Georgia does a really good job of just locking on to the receivers on the outside. Nowhere really for Franks to go, and then that Georgia D-line gets home and finally pushes that pocket. Really big stop there for Georgia, holding Arkansas to possibly 3 points here.
A.J. Reed will attempt the 25-yard field goal. Good clean snap. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So Arkansas will take the 3 for sure. They have now doubled up the Dogs. It's 10-5 here in Fayetteville.
You ever see your team compete like this in a long time? A lot to be happy about right now is Arkansas up by 5.
Kenny McIntosh flipped up at the 40-yard line. A good return for the Dogs. And again, excellent field position again for this drive.
Like a team that hasn't won the SEC game in a while.
Oh, good play fake by Bennett. Arkansas bit on that. Well done by the Georgia quarterback. Big hole off the left side. Zamir White inside the 30. Georgia's best run of the day.
You get a run here, and watch the movement up front now. You got a hat on a hat. Grant Morgan gets caught inside. Look at the move he puts on Catalon there in open space. Todd Buchan said Zamir White looks like the guy they recruited when he first came in here, and that run looked like it.
Over the middle, and a huge hit. Kearis Jackson is walloped. Every time you see a play like that, you wait for the flags to come out. There are none.
This is just a good, solid football play. Comes in there, leads with that shoulder. No problem with that hit.
Got the shoulder, below the shoulder pads. Good, clean hit, play on. Here's Bennett, rolls right, throws back over the middle. Pass is caught. It'll be 1st and goal. Georgia as Jackson makes the reception.
Yeah, we got offsides right there. 2nd time they got him offsides.
Offside on the defense, number 9. That penalty is declined. 1st down.
And Bennett's looked good here in this 2nd half. Nice, cool, under control, and has become the field general for this Georgia offense that was pretty stagnant early. He has found his rhythm.
What have you seen here to start this 3rd quarter with Georgia's offense?
Well, it started with the run game. Stetson Bennett got out of the run, and now you got to worry about the QB run and create holes.
Oh, no. Bad snap. Dogs will fall on it. Bennett at the 20-yard line. Great break for Arkansas, but Georgia just can't get out of their own way.
Yeah, we talked about the first half. It was penalties. That was just a bad snap. Unbelievable that you get in rhythm. You got a chance to put some points on the board, and you get behind the chains again. And now you're way back here on 2nd and goal. Can't happen from the veteran center like Trey Hill.
Bennett, near side, pass is caught. George Pickens. Touchdown, Georgia.
Just what you needed. You need to put your big play receiver up the back. They're playing simple cover 3. The corner's playing way off. And we know how special George Pickens is with the ball in his hands. Running nothing but a comeback route on the outside. Stetson delivers a really good football. And the yards out the catch for this guy, he's going to make you pay.
Bennett trying to get there, and he does as he hit the pylon with the football.
What an unbelievable effort play by Stetson Bennett. Play looked like it was done, nothing there. Fleet of foot gets to the corner and just hits the pylon with the football. That's touchdown.
Well, you're up by 3 now. I guess you can start talking, right?
Feeling good. A couple things good going for you. Feeling good.
First down and 10 from the 16. Rakeem Boyd. He is stopped right there on the spot by the Bulldogs. Rakeem Boyd in that first, or actually 2 quarters and change, just 20 yards on the ground, averaging less than 3 yards a carry. Remember, Georgia allowed just a tick over 2 yards a carry to runners last year.
Yeah, Rakeem Boyd, 8 career 100-yard games, hasn't been able to get going today.
Franks hit as he throws. Boy, does he have some kind of arm. That one is incomplete around the 40. Falling backwards, just threw that up about 55 yards.
Yeah, you talk about a strong arm. That was a simple flick of the wrist. But look at the play here on the backside. Tyson Campbell, like he's holding him just a tad on that back shoulder. He gets that right hand and they're knocking away. Did a good job of not getting a pass interference call and just knocking that football away. After Burks had a chance at it.
So now 3rd down and 12. Franks dumps it off underneath. Boy, there's just not been any room for Rakeem Boyd today, no matter whether it's catching the football or running with the football. Georgia has been all over number 5.
Yeah, they tried to get him the football in a number of ways, and Kobe Dean had to make the play, but tons of guys running to the football. There's just no room for Boyd in the pass game, run game. Georgia has came in here with the knowledge of knowing Rakeem Boyd can hurt you.
George Caratan to punt it away. Kearis Jackson stands back at the 40. This is out of bounds. They'll spot it, let's see, at the 26-yard line. It looks like Tyson Campbell came in there to make the play for the Bulldogs, and now they have a super short field to work with.
Yeah, the momentum has totally changed as Georgia has gotten a block punt. It's going to be interesting here.
Going back to the beginning of this game, and just a reminder that DeJuan Mathis did start for Georgia, the redshirt freshman who back in May had brain surgery to remove a cyst. Took him a while, obviously, to get back to Georgia, but got back late in the year and was able to run some scout team toward the end of last season. He was replaced by Stetson Bennett.
The offense has definitely moved with Stetson Bennett in the ball game. The passing game has came alive, which ultimately has opened up the run game with a huge 3rd down here from both sides.
Georgia's offense has put up 266 yards now. 3rd down. Bennett stands tall in the pocket and throws a dart that is caught by Jermaine Burton around the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
This is an unbelievable catch. He's got a guy draped all over him, and he still uses his body to come with that football. But what an accurate throw by Stetson Bennett, putting that football on his chest, and that's a huge 3rd down conversion for Georgia.
Empty set. 3 receivers split out to the wide side of the field. Bennett looking that way. Underneath. Hits his tight end. John Fitzpatrick for the touchdown.
It's about as easy as it's going to come right there. You spread them out, find the coverage you like. You got off coverage. Your tight end runs a good stick route, and you put it on his body. Playing zone coverage, you can identify what coverage it is right away. Inside leverage, Put it on his shoulder. Easy pitch and catch for Stetson Bennett.
Fitzpatrick had one catch last year for 22 yards. Today, he has a couple of catches for 19 and a touchdown. Redshirt sophomore out of the Marist School in Atlanta, Georgia.
Positivity on this play has to happen.
Picked off. Eric Stokes with the pick six. And Georgia putting it on Arkansas now here in the third quarter.
Trying to run a little switch, pick, release, get the football to the receiver, and Stokes just beat him to the football and took it away from the intended receiver, and it was almost pitch and catch for Stokes. Franks was trying to throw it on time, and he just sticks to him, and look, he just beats him to the inside as he was trying to get the football to Mike Woods, and Stokes is the more physical player at the point of attack, and gets the easy pick six.
You're not going to outrun Stokes either. He was a high school state champ, part of a team that won the 4x100 relay in the state of Georgia. One of those outstanding talents in the secondary for the Bulldogs.
Here's Mike Woods down at the bottom. He's going to run a little slant here, and they want to run a little pick here, but he does a good job of fighting back inside. And as he gets back inside, he beats it. And Mike Woods, I don't know why he stopped. If he continues on the routes, he runs through it, but Stokes continues on the route, and probably the easiest interception he's ever had.
With Colin Hill, who was the quarterback at Colorado State last year when Mike Bobo was the head coach, follows him to South Carolina, and Colin Hill beat out Ryan Helinski for the starting job and will run the show for the Gamecocks as Burks is wrapped up there. Meanwhile, Jarrett Garantano, again, I mean, seems like he's been there 13 years now. But,
yeah.
What do you make of both those quarterbacks?
You know what? I thought Garantano had to go through a lot last year, and he was up and down, in and out of the lineup. And I thought towards the end of the year, when he won those 6 ball games, he kind of found himself and what he needed to do.
Frank's hit as he throws. Burks breaks the tackle, turns the corner, and he is pushed out of bounds near midfield.
First time Felipe Franks has had an opportunity to step into a throw and deliver a strike here. Does a good job of winning to the inside on the in cut, and then you see the ability after the catch from Burks, turning the corner, showing some real speed.
27-yard gain. They'll spot it right at the midfield stripe. A little double pass, so that's what they're trying to do. Burks heaves it up in the air, and that one is picked off by the Dogs again. Richard LeCount for the second time today.
Just a situation where you got to know not to throw the football. It wasn't there from the beginning. Georgia did not fall for it. Richard LeCount was sitting back there waiting on it the entire time. He gets his second interception of the day, and untimely for Arkansas here. And you can see this developing from the start. It was a slow, majestic play, and you can tell he wanted to throw it from the beginning. Whenever you got to throw it off your back foot, and you got 2 guys back there, probably not a good idea to throw it. How about Richard LeCount with the one-hander? I think he gets him a top 10 play with that one-handed catch there.
That is 4 interceptions in his last 2 games. He had 2 at the Sugar Bowl, 2 today. Nice cutback by Zamir White. He's out to the 30-yard line. That'll be good enough for the first down, a 10-yard gain. Boy, Georgia's passing game has now opened up some holes here for this run game to maybe take over for the Bulldogs.
And usually it's been the run game that helps the pass game, but Stetson Bennett has came in and changed the whole entire outlook of what this offense looks like, and now they're becoming a more complete offense, being able to run and throw with the balance.
Another nice run after the catch for Zamir White. There was a hold there for about a half a second.
Yeah.
Hit right as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the speed in this league is unreal.
Well, that'll do it for the end of the third quarter, and it was a mighty fine quarter for the Bulldogs. Wearing those red pants they busted out back in 1980. Third down coming up for the Bulldogs. They pick up the blitz over the middle. Pass is caught. It'll be a first down for the Bulldogs as Matt Landers takes it all the way to the 35-yard line. Second down, 4-man rush. Going up top. Pass is incomplete. Nice grab, though, by Burton, but had a foot out of bounds. So it'll be third down coming up. And listen, about the quarterback situation, one more look at that replay, and just a bit out of bounds. But Georgia's got a brutal schedule coming up. So they better get this figured out in a hurry. When you start thinking about what's next for the Bulldogs, how about Auburn, Tennessee, at Alabama, at Kentucky, and Florida?
Yeah.
Right? You don't have time to mess around with this. You better figure out who your guy is.
You got some teams that can score some points, so it's going to be evident. You got to be able to throw the football around and make some plays on offense.
Over the middle, pass is caught inside the 20. That'll be another first down for the Bulldogs as Jackson hauls that one in.
Another big third down conversion. And they try a little stunt up front, but not fooled at all. Stetson Bennett steps in there and delivers a strike for another third and long completion.
So White stays in the game at running back. Bennett goes under center. Straight lead handoff. Nice move by Zamir White. Touchdown, Georgia. 6 yards on the carry. Give the offensive line some credit on that touchdown run. They created some space for the Dogs. They have opened this one up here in Fayetteville after a sluggish start. The Dogs out in front by 24. Rakeem Boyd, nowhere to run. He is forced out of bounds. Nice work there by Traylon Burks. You know, Felipe Franks grew up kind of in the shadows of Doak Campbell Stadium, just 15-20 minutes away from Tallahassee and Crawfordsville, Florida. There's a look at JT Daniels on the right. Stetson Bennett right behind him there, who got most of the work and did a fantastic job. On your left is DeJuan Mathis, who started this game, and it looks like he's going back in. So JT Daniels not going to play today at all, it appears. DeJuan Mathis, who, you know, DJ, you've been a quarterback. You know how this stuff works. I mean, is this about just trying to get him some confidence now?
It's confidence and also live reps. And you think about none of these guys, especially quarterbacks, we don't get hit in practice. You don't get hit in the scrimmages. So it's good to get live action and see the speed of the game. And he needs to build that confidence going forward.
Mathis will take it himself out to the 30, pick up 5 yards. And he started this game, and it just this offense just didn't move. He was 6 of 14 for 37 yards, a couple of nice runs. His yardage total reflects the sack, so it's not impressive.
Yeah, he had a couple errant throws, one interception that was thrown behind Jermaine Burton while they were in the red zone. So there's a few things he's got to clean up, but this is all about building confidence back for this young guy.
Nice first down pass and catch for the Dogs. Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint. Mathis will run out of bounds after he picks up 3 yards. Third down coming up. His dad really thanks Ron Corson, who was Georgia's lead athletic trainer down there, for saving his life. Really, he thinks the University of Georgia saved his son's life the way they responded with, you know, basically DeJuan Mathis said he was having headaches, and they went and immediately went and got some CAT scans and found there was a cyst on his brain. A couple hours later, he's on the surgery table. He's got a scar running down the left side of his head that is just hard to look at sometimes, thinking about how much pain that must have caused him. But they got it cleared up, and he's out here running around, throwing the football. It's just incredible that all this happened back in May.
On the offense, number 73, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, third down.
And listen, 2 months after brain surgery, this says to me so much about DeJuan. This was him in the backyard. alley-oop and throwing him down. Hard to believe. I mean, just incredible that it's great to see him out doing that kind of stuff because, like his dad said, it could have killed him.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine having brain surgery and you're out here playing major college football months later. Kudos to that staff. Kudos to this young man for fighting through it. You just saw the arm talent. The guy is super talented, just needs more game reps.
Gets dropped back at the 25-yard line as Georgia's O-line could not hold up.
And Kirby talked about going to see him in the hospital and having, side of his head swole and seeing the stitches in his brain and everything. And he said from that day, he told him he was going to fight back. So big props to DeJuan Mathis there, man. He didn't have the day he wanted, but overcome a lot to be at this position.
5'11", 190-pound senior out of Riceboro, Georgia. On a first down and 10. Arkansas keep it on the ground. Sam Pittman's opening game here at Arkansas. And here's what my takeaway is this, is that there was an energy and a sense of passion about playing that maybe I hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, I agree. The energy that you talk about, the electricity that this team, I thought, came out with was evident with Sam Pittman. And I think he is going to be excited once he turns on the field that, hey, we got a lot of things that we can work on, but there are a lot of things that, we did good today, as you see him there with Kirby Smart there last few years, putting out tons of NFL talent from that offensive line spot. And Kirby said he's just one of the more respected guys that he's ever been around. Kids love him, coaches love him, parents love him. And I think he's going to have this Arkansas program going in the right direction.
Smith will make that catch. One of the benefits of hiring a guy like Barry Odom, obviously he's been in the hot seat before, right, as the head coach of Missouri, but he's been a long-time football coach, and those two have become really close. They go on walks together a couple miles every day to talk about life, football, and it's got to be comfortable, right, in your first head coaching job to have that kind of support around the corner from you.
No doubt. Having a guy that you can bounce things off, having a guy that doesn't have an ego. Barry Odom talked about, I just love being back on the defensive side, but more than that, he has a confidant that he knows that he can talk to at any time about anything.
Tyreek Stevenson breaking a couple of tackles. Tyreek dropped around the 45-yard line. 3:59 to go in this one. Georgia's up by 24.
Much improved. They got Terry Wilson back. It's going to be a tough schedule.
Mathis popped as he lets that one go. There's a flag down on the near sideline. But Mathis took a big-time shot right as he threw that one.
Pass interference on the defense, number 0. That penalty carries an automatic first down.
And you see right at the bottom of your screen there, they're trying to go double move. We just won't allow them to get through. And then we watch the hit here to DeJuan Mathis. One thing we learned today is DeJuan Mathis can take a hit.
He took one on the sideline right when we started this game.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
The tough factor is there.
This time he'll run out of bounds.
New crew. See how much fun they'll have this year. Should be a good time.
Mathis. Nowhere to run. Stop the clock, 2:43. Georgia not built to sit back there and sling it all day. Mathis completes that pass.
Yeah, Georgia for years with the backs, with the offensive line that Kirby recruits is always expected to be able to run the football. And for at least a half, you were unable to. Second half, you kind of imposed your will on Arkansas, but that will be a focal point for sure, like you mentioned, being able to run the football when you need to.
DeJuan Mathis, 8 of 17 for 55 yards. Podlesny to attempt a 38-yard field goal Out of the hold of Jake Camarda. Good clean snap. Kick is on the way. And plenty of leg for Podlesny. And a flag down, though, back to the 20-yard line, in the middle of that scrum of red and white jerseys.
In this ball game as well.
On the defense, number 97 was lined up over the snapper. 5-yard penalty that results in a first down.
You were down in this ball game as well, so we'll see what happens as the rest of the year goes on. But you mentioned there's some things that Kirby will not be happy about when he turns on this film, knowing the opponent that's going to be coming to town next week in the Auburn Tigers.
Well, for some folks, that field goal being waved off. So the penalty is declined, so the field goal is good. So that
helps a little bit. No, not at all.
On which side of things you're on.
Arkansas, you look at the way they started the ball game offensively, they didn't look the way they wanted to. I think there's still a lot in work here. Defensively, they were tons better as far as not giving up the big plays. Georgia offensively, they got to figure out who's going to be the quarterback. Juwan Mathis starting the game really slow. Stetson Bennett came in. JT Daniels, will he be cleared for next week? Inability to run the ball in the first half. I mean, Georgia turned it on in the second half, but versus a good team, you can't have those type of halves. Arkansas gets Mississippi State. We just talked about KJ Costello putting up over 600 yards passing. So the pass defense for Arkansas has to be on high alert come next week.
So KJ Costello transfers in his first game in the Southeastern Conference. He sets a conference record for passing.
Only took one game, huh?
60 times he threw the football.
Ooh.
I know this. I need to commend Commissioner Greg Sankey, the Southeastern Conference,
absolutely,
for getting us to this point. His leadership was unmatched.
Absolutely. When so much pressure on these commissioners to do things quickly or pull the trigger on something, he stayed the course. And I thought Greg Sankey did an awesome job of getting the SEC to the position it is right now.
Keeps calling timeouts.
Dang, they're still trying to work on things down there. They got live game action. They got some guys they want to get some reps. So they're still trying to work on some stuff.
You think Kirby's over there going, what's he doing?
Kirby's like, let's get out of here. I don't want to get anybody else hurt or nicked up, ding. Sam's like, I got to work on some stuff.
Well, this Georgia team, we talked about that 1980 to 83 run when Georgia went 33-3, won a national championship. You know, Kirby's on a run right now that is close to that. Over the last 3 years, they're 36-7 with 3 SEC East titles, an SEC championship, a national title game appearance. This team hoping that they can maybe figure out some of these answers to some offensive issues. Because I think at the end of the day, this defense is going to be there game in and game out.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be the strength. Lean on the defense when you need them the most, because most experience coming back on that end, on that side of the ball. So defense will be your key.
And with 7 seconds left, Georgia will take over as Jefferson is sacked for a loss back at the 41-yard line. So
Jefferson trying to make something happen here. He's working on things as well, why he should be getting more time. And you see him continue to fight and try to keep his eyes downfield, but Kobe Dean, that front D-line of Georgia, they continue to get after the quarterback and bring Jefferson down to finish off this ball game. Nolan Smith with the sack.
Stetson Bennett will come on to take a knee and end this one. So the Dogs will win their opener. Maybe not exactly how Kirby Smart thought this would go, but you do win it by 27. 37-10, our final score. Georgia's offense picks up 387 yards. Arkansas 280. Felipe Franks 19 of 36 for 200 yards. Stetson Bennett, though, really the story in this one because Georgia's pass game wasn't there early, their run game wasn't there early. They go to Stetson Bennett, and he kind of gets them at least in sync.
Yeah, he gave him a spark, no doubt about it. He came in and did what he needed to do. He, threw the football around well, was really efficient, took care of the ball, and then turned it over and gave Georgia something positive to look forward to on this offense. A lot to work on both sides, but I know Kirby Smart will be happy to leave Fayetteville with the win.
So the Dogs go to 1-0. Arkansas 0-1 under Sam Pittman in his first year, but certainly if you're an Arkansas fan, some things that you certainly can like about this squad. So for DJ Shockley, Tara Talmadge, and the rest of our exceptional SEC Network crew, I'm Dave Neal saying so long from the Hill.